It's marathon training eve. I don't know why I'm doing this again, but here we are. I'll start from the beginning. Hi, my name is Laura, and on this channel, I am talking about leveling up my life. Now, I have another channel where I talk about finance related stuff, so following my journey in building my finances, building wealth. But this is a little bit of a spin off channel that is going to be a little more chatty, to be honest, because of the stuff that we're talking about. But this is more of a lifestyle kind of leveling up. So I have decided that I'm going to train for another marathon and hopefully complete another marathon in April this year. So the marathon that I am doing is Manchester. I have ran one marathon before. It was London. It was the year that London was in October after COVID. So I have never, ever trained for any kind of race apart from a 10k, which didn't really take much training. I was out running like once a week because I kind of already had built that fitness. I kind of had that fitness, but I've never trained for a winter for a spring event ever, and I'm quite scared, to be honest. The summer's nice, like it's too hot, yes, but you've got a lot more hours of daylight, things are a lot drier, it's not as cold, it's easy to get out the door. So winter is going to be a little bit daunting. So I have been running for a little while. I started running in 2012. Signed up for my first Great North Run in 2012, which is a long time ago. Since then, I've probably done about 6 or 7 Great North Runs. I was trying to count based off of the t-shirts that I know that I have upstairs, and I think I've done 6 Great North Runs. I've done a few 10Ks. I haven't done loads of 10Ks though, to be honest. I've done 3, I think, in my whole life. 2 of those were this year. Recently did a 10-mile race. 10 mile is a funny distance to race, to be honest. I found that quite tough. And I did Manchester half in 2023. Yeah, October 2023. Got an injury there, didn't run for a while. So the 10Ks and the 10-mile are me slowly building it up. I'm skipping the half marathon and I'm jumping straight into marathon training, and that starts tomorrow. So my injury was in my hip flexor and it took a long time to recover. So I am a little bit worried for the distances, but like I say, I have been building up slowly in the background up until the 10-mile race that I did last weekend. Now, I love running. I used to do events for charity. I don't have a charity place for this marathon. I've paid for the place. As it gets closer to the time, I may choose to do it for a charity. I haven't decided yet. I used to run a lot for muscular dystrophy. I'm a carrier of Duchenne muscular dystrophy and it's in the family, so it made sense to run for that. So I've run for that a few times. I think I want to focus on the training. I mean, don't get us wrong, my first marathon was good. I did that for charity. It was a charity place for London. I wasn't lucky enough to get in the London ballot. I never have been, and I probably never will be, to be honest, but I've done it now. So I did enter the ballot for London this year, but before it even got announced, I thought, you know what, I'm taking this into my control and I'm just going to buy a place for Manchester. So that's what I did. So, it's going to be fun. Right, so my goals for this marathon is firstly to get round. Secondly, I have a bit of an axe to grind with my marathon time. So I think it was 5:34 for London. Now, the night before, I don't know if I'd eaten something funny, but early that morning I needed to get up and urgently go to the toilet. I don't know if I'd eaten something, I don't know if it was nerves, I don't know what it was, but it was a full body evacuation, like feeling sick, and I still felt sick when it was time to leave the hotel. So I had some Imodium, so I was all right as far as that went, but what I was really struggling with was fueling. So I did have a croissant, I think, or singular croissant on the way to the marathon with a cup of coffee. Now I hadn't trained with gels, but I had trained with more than a croissant when I was leaving the house. So I just thought I would just get some toast at the hotel breakfast, have a few slices of toast, not just 2, like maybe like 4. and then I would fuel myself on the way round using Lucozade and Jelly Babies, because that's what I trained with, that's what I was fine with, that's what I was used to. But I could not take anything. Nothing was going down. The Lucozade was making us feel sick. So the first half, I'll put my splits on screen now, you can kind of see where it falls off. The first half felt amazing, and then I hit a wall severely. And I know that it was because of fueling, but I also couldn't fuel, and it was like, I'm all the way here, I've got a hotel, and maybe it wasn't the best thing to do, and I'm sure a lot of people would advise against it if you're not feeling right, because a marathon's a big thing. I think social media has made it feel not small, but made it look easy. It's not. Yeah, I hit that wall hard. So 5:34, 5:35 was my official time for London. I want to beat that. Like, I want to really beat that. I don't just want to beat that by a few minutes. Like, I want to beat it. I'd love to get less than 5. I'd love to get less than 5. 4:30 is pushing it. I don't think I'm ever going to be that kind of runner. But that's my goal, is to beat my last time. My goal is a marathon PB, and I've only got one time to beat, and it was a time when I wasn't well. So, like, come on, that'll work. So I've got a bit of a training plan to follow that I'm going to be quite strict with. I like setting myself up for a training schedule. I thrive off structure and feeling like I've got something that I have to do, but I also hate being told what to do. So if it's a self-imposed structure, I really enjoy myself. My training plan consists of 5 kind of core workouts that I have to do every week. So 3 of those are runs, 1 is a speed/interval run, and then there's 2 longer runs in there. I am splitting the longer runs between minutes and distance, because it's just nice for my brain to like cut between the two and not just be distance, because yeah, it can vary. In like running 7 miles, for example, person to person can vary massively. Running for 70 minutes is 70 minutes. You might not get as far, but you've been on your feet for that long, or you could get a lot further and be on your feet. Anyway, yeah, alternating between. I am going to do a longer one on a Sunday, just because that works better for my schedule. The other 2 I'm going to do through the week. I'm also doing 2 gym sessions. So one is an upper body and the other is a lower. On the end of both of those, I'm going to do some little run specific gym kind of drills. So some rotation, anti-rotation stuff, and some like hopping and jumping about. So fingers crossed that will work. It was a similar plan to what I followed when I did Manchester Half, and for all I was injured, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to mitigate that in a second. But for all I was injured, I got a PB, and I felt fit going into that. Also, I've been working a lot on my strength this year, and I don't want to lose that. So, yeah, 2 gym sessions a week. I am going to do some stretching at home most nights. Definitely on my rest day, do a little bit longer. Like, I've got my foam roller. I have no excuse not to stretch when I'm in front of the telly, to make sure that I'm not having any unnecessary injuries. Also, because it's colder, I'm going to be doing more thorough warm-ups before I go out, just so my muscles are a bit more warm when I'm getting started, and then really cooling down after. I've always been bad at that, so it'll be interesting to see if that continues, but that's what I'm aiming to do. Another couple of things that I enjoy doing is hula hooping. So I'm going to be doing that on a Tuesday night. Tuesday's my rest day, but hula hooping isn't really like, it's not an intense activity that's going to take loads of energy up. It's like more fun. I am tempted to start a pole class potentially on a Monday night. Not every Monday, just for a little bit of fun, just to break up the structure and add bits of fun in there to keep it interesting. I'm going to do that on a Monday, which is going to be my upper body day anyway, so I'm putting both my upper body days on one day. So Monday and Tuesday is going to be like my fun days, and then the rest is going to be hard work and dedication. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video to introduce this. I'm going to do a video every week, just a little bit of an update, hopefully every week anyway. Just a bit of an update as how the week's gone. I might do little clips as the week goes on. But yeah, Manchester Marathon 2026 PB. It's going to be a PB, I'm telling you. And I'm not going to be unwell before it. On the way at the start line, I'm going to eat more. Yeah, I want to practice with fueling as well. So like gels, I tried. So I've used gels before in the past, but a long time ago. I had some when I was doing my 10-mile training. It was okay. I wouldn't say that my body has fully adjusted to them yet, if you know what I mean. But yeah, practicing with different fueling as well. But anyway, I will take you on the journey. I just wanted to introduce it on this channel. I do have an Instagram and a TikTok where I post fitness related stuff. And if you are interested in following my finance side, I will put the channel in the description and I'll put it on like an end card at the end of this video. But yeah, a little introduction from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you after week 1.